It's no secret that being a huge Volkswagen Tiguan fan, VW has won 2 previous compact SUV challenges, 2017 and 2019 respectively. But success in competition doesn't necessarily mean showroom success. Honda sold 3 times as many CR Versas, while Toyota sold 4 times as many RAVs. Well, VW has had enough of that and has decided to flesh out the Tiguan's offering for the 2022 model year by giving it a mild refresh inside and out with some new technology and, perhaps most importantly, to tweak the trim, equipment and price. To try and take a slice of the compact SUV pie that's bigger than Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, Ford, and pretty much everyone else. Don't look too hard on the outside of the Tiguan in hopes of finding out what difference should put the 22 next to the 21. And even then, only the most die-hard VW fans can see which one is new. The 22 Tiguan received several new bumpers and headlights front and rear, with the biggest change being that LEDs are now standard all around, even on the cheapest trims. There are several new VW-style block scripts on the liftgate, styling influences that will soon appear in all new VW SUVs. Wheels range from 17 inches to 20 inches, depending on trim level. And speaking of trim levels, there are now only 4: S, SE, SE R-Line Black and SEL R-Line. Styling differs slightly between them. The S and SE are the more basic trims, while the SE R-Line Black takes the old R-Line package and makes it standard on those trims, presenting a more vibrant-looking R-Line body kit to the party along with the standard black package which blackens the window trim, mirror caps, grille, bumper parts and wheels. The tallest SEL is only available with the R-Line package right now, but it's not the cool R-Line Black look, so get a sporty body kit while retaining the chrome trim. A VW representative said the top trim level was almost always ordered as R-Lines in previous generations, so said so and decided to include it now as part of the trim level itself. If you think the Tiguan is very similar to the old model, you probably won't be surprised to learn that it drives that way too. The only engine on offer is a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder that makes 184 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque, mated to a standard 8-speed automatic transmission driving the front wheels. All-wheel drive is optional on the S, SE and SE R-Line Black, and it's standard on the loaded R-Line SEL. The engine is powerful enough to drive around town, at low speeds and only shows itself underpowered when you actually set foot in it on long accelerations from rest. However, the start rolls very quickly, and the 8-speed automatic fits perfectly into the engine to keep it in its power band or quickly put it there when called upon. Steering effort is light but not quite numbing, and there's plenty of feedback telling what the tires are doing. However, the ride is amazingly smooth and quiet, even with the optional 20-inch wheels on the low-profile tires in the SEL R-Line trim that take up most of the time. The trade-off for that soft, well-muffled vehicle is the body controls that are on the lazier side, more tuned towards American interstates than European autobahns. It rolls around corners and isn't very happy to be pushed around. The Tiguan is easy to control and doesn't like being chased as much as he likes to be driven quietly in the country. And for a small family SUV like this, it's perfectly acceptable not everything has to be a sports car, and VW knows this, instead presenting a capable and comfortable people carrier that's designed more for quiet times than crazy times. So if it looks like it used to, and it definitely runs like it used to, what exactly is VW updating to keep the 2022 Tiguan fresh and exciting? That will be the interior, and it must be fresh and interesting in there if it doesn't work out completely. The quality of the material is still decent, there is a lot of soft-touch plastic both in front and behind, and the comfortable cabin space is still very visible. The first and second rows have plenty of head, leg, and hip room, and the third row is right there wanting it, I guess. It's only suitable for kids, but it's a useful feature to use in an emergency, if it's possible to suddenly find more kids waiting for a ride home from soccer practice than planned. However, anyone looking for a true 7-seater VW SUV should look for the Atlas, which is much, much wider and has usable space for adults in all 3 rows. The third row is only available on the front-wheel drive Tiguans. VW says that AWD buyers never really used the third row and preferred the cargo space used by the folding seats, so now you can have either the third row or AWD, but not both.